Rob Manfred, the commissioner of Major League Baseball, has a tour that he goes on of all 30 clubs, and I guess the meetings that Manfred conducts, he calls it, he said Manfred conducts annually these meetings in an effort to improve his relations with every team's players. Well, didn't go very well in terms of his relationship with one particular player on the Philadelphia Phillies, whose name is Bryce Harper, speaking of hair.
Heard of him.
Right? And according to Jeff, well, it's not just according to him, because a player has actually confirmed this. Are you reading this article?
Yeah. Okay. No, I saw the big quote.
Philadelphia Phillies star Bryce Harper stood nose to nose with Rob Manfred during a meeting between the Major League Baseball commissioner and the team last week. I'm reading the first paragraph of Jeff's story, telling him to, quote, get the F with 3 dashes out of our clubhouse if Manfred wanted to talk about the potential implementation of a salary cap. Mm-hmm. Now, there is a collective bargaining agreement that is needing to be renegotiated shortly, I'd imagine, or sooner rather than later. And there's been some talk about putting a cap on some of these things, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now, according to Jeff, the multiple owners have stumped for a salary cap in the MLB, the only major men's North American sport without one. The CBA that I'm talking about is... wow, man, that's right around the corner. It's expiring December 1st of next year.
Mm-hmm.
And so Manfred was talking about the economics of the game with the Phillies in their clubhouse. According to Passan, quiet for the majority of the meeting, Harper, sitting in a chair and holding a bat, eventually grew frustrated and said if baseball were to propose a cap, an old firm to it, players, quote unquote, are not scared to lose 162 games. Harper stood up, walked toward the middle of the room, faced up to Manfred and said, quote, if you want to speak about that, you can get the F out of our clubhouse, to which Manfred, sources said, responded that he was, quote, not going to get the F out of here, saying it was important to talk about MLB's business and ways to grow the game. Before the situation further intensified, Nick Castellanos tried to diffuse the tension by saying, I have more questions. Good one, Nick. Meeting continued. Harper and Manfred eventually shook hands, sources said, though Harper declined to answer phone calls from Manfred the next day.
Wow.
Did he hit him with the custom, can I call you back? Or did he just let it go to voicemail?
That's a clown comment, bro.
Now, he hit the X on the phone. He even let...
Nick said it was pretty intense, definitely passionate, both of them. The commissioner giving it back to Bryce and Bryce giving it to the commissioner. That's Harp. He's been doing this since he was 15 years old. It's just another day. I wasn't surprised. Manfred declined comment through a league spokesman when ESPN contacted. Harper declined comment. Oh, boy. Okay. Well... This needs to get hashed out because that's right around the corner. 2026 is the last playing season under the current collective bargaining agreement. The 2025 season is over for the Yankees. The team you used to love, Mike, because Aaron Judge is now on the IL. But listen, I digress. This doesn't sound good at all. We're willing to lose 162 games.
So that would be, what, the 2027 season?
Yes, it would be. Yes, it would be.
Sheesh.
I can't imagine the players would ever agree to a salary cap of any way, shape, or form, ever. Definitely. And anybody who buys into Major League Baseball should kind of know that, right? But if you're the commissioner, you're sure going to try, aren't you? I mean, certainly when you got a guy who's being paid $700 million to hit, and he doesn't even know whose town it is. You know? Am I wrong?
It's a Mets town right now.
It actually is. Right?
Yeah. I kind of walked into that one. Yeah. You can't talk. You got a Pirates hat on because it matches your shoes.
7 in a row. You saw what Soto's been doing.
Oh, look at me. I'm wearing a Pirates hat because it matches my T-shirt.
It's called fashion, Rich. Okay, this is my aesthetic.
You know what?
Thank you.
You know what? I don't care about fashion when.
You ain't wearing a Gordon Gartrell T-shirt either.
When my team's big bopper suddenly just throws one in from right field and feels something twinge in his elbow.
Mets have the best home record in baseball.
Man. Am I wrong?
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
You never say never in this world.
Never say never.
But
never say never, but never.
You can't say that about Major League Baseball players in the association ever sitting here and saying, we will agree to a salary cap. We will agree to a salary cap. And we will agree to a salary floor, and I'm wondering how many teams would in Major League Baseball ownership would actually have a problem with a floor.
the floor is what they should do.
The floor, yeah.
Raise a competitive balance. Some of these, teams have $50-60 million payrolls. It's outrageous. They're not trying to win openly.
Yeah, and later in the article, Passan points out, going into the season, the gap between luxury tax payrolls of the highest spending team and lowest spending team raised ire amongst fans and made salary caps a far bigger part of the rhetoric surrounding the game than in previous years. The Dodgers' payroll is more than $400 million, and high spending team, the Dodgers' payroll, more than $400 million. The Marlins are just under $86 million. Now that I also can understand why fans would have a problem with that, and also why ownership would have a problem with that. Because if I'm spending that much money and I'm popping all that money into a luxury tax, and somebody's competing against me isn't even at 25% of what that's spending, right? Then I've got a problem with that. That messes with the competitive balance.
Yeah, the Marlins' active payroll is $43.6 million.
How much is that now?
Active, 43.6. Tampa, 45.2. Washington, 51.7. The Athletics, 54.6. Like, they're not even trying.
I mean, if the Marlins go any lower, then superstar players that they reach out to join the team, even if they do put money on the table, might not even know who they are. As Ichiro pointed out in his Hall of Fame induction ceremony acceptance speech.
And to the Miami Marlins, I appreciate David Sampson and Mike Hill for coming today. Honestly, when you guys called to offer me a contract for 2015, I have never heard of your team.
Ichiro's got jokes.
Ichiro, man.
Ichiro's got jokes.
What a legend.
I'd never heard of your team.
That's wild.
Now, the Marlins, couple of trophies in the case.
Two World Series at that point.
Couple of pieces of metal, right? In the case?
A couple of hunks of metal, yeah.
All right. Let's get, we got our work cut out for us fans here.
Hey,
honestly, the payroll disparity is ridiculous.
That's nuts.
And I'd imagine there are some owners, members in the league saying, we got to work on this. But the answer can't just be to take it out of the players.
Right.
Players will be like, you figure out your own damn house before you come to us and say that I need to cough up cash. Right? Wouldn't you think? And this is, man, I've heard this before, and that is exactly the way labor disputes pop up. That is exactly the way it happens. And certainly if the commissioner's doing hey, I will come into your locker room, I will come in your clubhouse and talk to you face to face. I'm not going to hide in my New York City office. I'll come straight to you. And Bryce Harper goes, I'll just go right in your face. And he's going right back in his face.
I'll come over to your joint.
But then he does call him the next day. Hey, let's have a relationship. And he's just like sending you straight to voicemail. Unavailable. That ain't good.
No.
And baseball's been such a high this year, too. You got to expect that carries over to next year. For there to be a work stoppage would be
horrible.
Devastating.
And Chris, by the way, it's not bad that Ichiro didn't know Miami. Remember, he didn't know who Tom Brady was.
Didn't know who Tom Brady was.
So,
well,
Ichiro's locked in.
I know, he's locked in. That's right.
Ichiro's locked in, man.
Thank you for that perspective. Appreciate that. That he doesn't know one of the member 30 clubs.
Who the bleepers? He gets a text. Who the bleepers? Tom Brady.
I've never heard of the Miami Marlins as a guy who's all the way in the Pacific Northwest of the country.
Exactly.
Was there no interleague play? There were no Seattle visits to Miami?
Probably
I don't know.
not.
I mean,
because when interleague play started, remember, it was your rivals.
That's right. Yeah. It wasn't a fully balanced, if you will, or unbalanced schedule, however you want to put it. Listen, bottom line is, good Lord. That's the headline. This ain't good.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.